Since we're talking about Mara Dyer, the headband had to come back because, you know, Mara's a bit crazy and yeah, this is a bit out there. Hi everyone, so today I am talking about this garage door going down. The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer trilogy is by Michelle Hodgkins. She is the mastermind behind creating Mara Dyer and the Mara Dyer world. The Mara Dyer world of craziness and weirdness and oh God knows what. This was a great second book. I did a review on The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer and you can go check that out down below. If you haven't read the first book already, this review will be completely spoiler galore on the second book. So I suggest if you haven't read the book to not tune in because you'd be spoiled. Okay? Okay. Let's talk. Firstly, look at this tragic cover, the hand. The first one was the running, the second one's the hand. Oh, look how tragic it is. It looks like Titanic or something like that with Jack and Rose. I don't know, something weird like that. Haunting and dreamlike by Cassandra Clare. It definitely was. This book was a whole new level of weirdness. Like if you thought the first book was weird, this book's even weirder. And the funny thing that I just noticed with this book as I was reading it was, look at my back cover. It's broken. And a couple of pages into it are exactly like that, with the split in the middle. And I'm like, that just is so Mara Dyer like. It's almost like Mara Dyer possessed this book with splits. Unbecoming of Mara Dyer ends, and in this book, Mara is in that mental asylum. That mental asylum, let me just say, it was completely freaky. How they're taking the kids to that random little island in hell knows where and experimenting on them. You know, we found out in this book that they're almost like test subjects because they have these powers because they're different from everyone else. They're almost lab rats in this experiment by Dr. Cowles, which I thought was completely weird. That doctor is just mentally insane. And the fact that she's been spying on Mara, when there was that bit with the security cameras, she's been secretly watching Mara Dyer. You know, originally when that scene was going to happen, I thought, oh, you know, you're not going to know anything, you know, no one's watching Mara Dyer, but they are, and they're watching her the whole time. So she was like a lab rat in her own house, which I found was so freaky. Let's talk about Jude and Jude's weirdness. So this kid, I don't even know if he's mentally insane, but apparently if he hurts other people, kills other people, he can grow back his own body parts. So it's like you can't really kill him unless you take out the heart or take out the brain or something like that. But I found that just so completely weird. I was freaking out. I didn't know still in this book, I was still tossing up between whether Mara Dyer was having hallucinations or whether the things were actually happening to her, because there was that whole incident with the cat and the cat blood on the mirror, and then there was some weird things happening around the house, and you're just like, is this really Mara or is this Jude? Is Jude invisible? Is that his power? We didn't necessarily know. But then when we found out that Jude actually existed, it was just like, bam, told you so. But everyone thinks that Mara's crazy. For some reason, I can see why Mara is just a bit crazy. Plus, she isn't as crazy as everyone makes her out to be. When they said that Noah was so-called shot and deceased, I'm like, this cannot happen because we cannot have a third book without Noah. Noah's just they. We could not, the love triangle doesn't even work between Mara and Jude. There has to be a Noah. In this book came the whole theory about Mara Dyer's grandma. In the first book, we only saw the picture, and that's about as far as it went. And then we got some background, how the mum didn't want anything to do with the family. Mara didn't know about her ancestors on their mum's side and all that stuff. In this book, we got more with the grandma, and apparently, Noah's mum and the grandma were friends, and we saw that photograph, and Mara was just like,
I'm just gonna run to my room and hide it.
That was really interesting because I started thinking, you know, when I was in this book about the concepts that, you know, the grandma could be a time traveler or something weird and fishy is on with the grandma. Is the grandma still alive? Or is this kind of like a generation thing that, you know, everyone in the generation has this power? We're still weirded out. We don't know 100% what is happening. I actually thought originally, you know, when Mara was freaking out and Jude was freaking out, Jude, what was I saying? Noah was freaking out when the message was inside the doll and they were burning the doll. I thought maybe that was it reminded me of a voodoo spirit or something like that, and I didn't necessarily see the message. And this actually, in this book already, I was really starting to picture maybe, obviously Mara has a split personality, but maybe Mara is older than she thinks, because in this book we start to get flashbacks from the before. So I'm thinking, as she lived before, Mara has some past life that we don't necessarily know about. Phoebe was a little mental little thing, and the nails and how she like scratched out the faces I thought was really freaky. The fact that she was working like weirdly against Mara Dyer was just weird in itself. I didn't even get that whole part. I really loved Mara Dyer's family, you know, especially Daniel and her mum. I felt so sorry for them, because imagine your daughter going through this. Like, you'd think she's literally mentally insane, which she's probably even not. I really liked Mara's birthday and how there was that whole redo thing. And it's always weird because Noah's always seems to have like 5k on him. You're just a rich, spoiled dude, but we love you at the same time. Joseph has an ability as well, and that didn't, I don't know, I kind of was a little bit shocked about that. He has the gene, but at the same time I was thinking, oh, Noah's ability, I don't necessarily 100% like it. I mean, he can see into the other people that have the gene as well. It's not that I 100% love the abilities in this book. Like, I get Mara's ability, she's kind of like a Juliet in a Shadow Me, like, I touch you, I kill you, but this is I think you, I kill you. Ending was just 100% tragic.
Jude was standing, no one saw him, dark with blood.
And there was that whole big fight. Before I read this book as well, I also watched the book trailer. What did you guys really think about the book trailer? For one thing, it had some of the scenes in the book, but it was so like, the characters, as hot as they looked really old. Like, they looked too old to be around that 16, 18 age bracket. They looked like about in their 20s. So I was really confused watching that trailer, and it looked a bit more like the 50 Shades of Grey than it actually looked like a Mara Dyer thing. It was really weird, really odd, but a cool book trailer at the same time, but it looked like it was more ugly love as well. Like, what was with all that rolling around the beach? That was like so weird. Those are my thoughts on this book. It was just a really quick video just to say a couple of thoughts. My real review will be on the retribution of Mara Dyer, because that's when all the secrets are revealed about the whole Mara Dyer world. You should check out the upcoming Mara Dyer review. I'm around. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.